Well, Halloween is over, and it is now officially time to start getting into, I guess we can stay in the autumn aesthetic. I feel like that is very apt still. So cozy autumn aesthetic, and then we'll start getting into the hibernating twinkle lights of winter cozy aesthetic, and then the depression of after the holidays. But I have plans for January into February, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I also feel like my skin is I'm so happy. Like, I just feel like it's thriving. So I finally figured out, I guess, what the thing is. But of course, once you figure it out, then it'll get messed up all over again, and then you have to figure out something else and hope that works. Okay, but I'm going to enjoy this walk with the puppy, and I'm just going to share some of these gorgeous fall leaves with you. Hi, good morning, hello, whatever time it is, and I already spilt on myself. I have my tea of lost souls. Listen, tonight is a full moon. Go outside, go check it out. But here's my plan. The moon to me is like, it's so funny because I'm a Leo, and you know, people are like, oh, zodiacs, and they don't believe in all that stuff, and I get it. But I will also say that, you know, while I'm not a religious person, spiritual maybe, but I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to gods, there's only one God that matters to me, and you're looking at her. And I say that to with the caveat of, you can't prove a God exists, but I know I exist in the future. Whether that future is a few seconds from now or 10 years from now, I exist somewhere in the future. And so while people are praying to a God or gods, I pray to me. And I pray to me because I know future me will have my back, and she will guide me. The goddess within myself will make sure that I am moving in the direction I need to go in and experiencing the things I need to experience to be the person I need to be for greatness and evolution, and for all of my dreams to manifest into reality. And so on this full moon, after the night we had last night, I am feeling renewed, restored, and I want to take this day, this month, November, to do a little November reset. And that kind of means going back to my roots, going back to my tradition of what I used to do, who I used to like embody, I guess. The woman that was so excited and didn't really think too much about politics and policies, you know, until obviously this time last year, and things have been downhill from there. I cannot imagine what my trans sisters and brothers are going through, what my brothers and sisters, minorities, people of color, immigrants. You know, my grandparents were immigrants, all of them except for my maternal grandmother. Like, I cannot imagine them existing and living in the world we live in today and what's going on. in this country today. And so I feel like all of this is somehow connected. And I just want to take a second, a month, November, to do a little reset, because on this day last year, I could not speak. And everything that I was afraid was going to happen has happened and is already in the path of continuing to get worse. And for those who do not see it and do not understand what I'm talking about, or do understand and are fine with it, I am a Jersey girl, and we were this close to losing our reproductive rights and being less than women, losing their bodily autonomy. Or at least it felt like we were this close. And but my Jersey girls prevailed. We all came out and made sure that we could continue to be whole people and treated as whole people. And I will also say this, I think that the government and the people who are trying to take power from women, power of just their own bodily autonomy, are doing it because they are scared. And while I am fearful of speaking on this matter because of everything that has happened already, I do not feel untouchable, but I know that when people are losing their rights, women are losing their rights, it's because they're scared. And they should be, because there is nothing more powerful than a woman. And I say that understanding that you probably see me being anti-man or a feminist in the sense of the false narrative that women are man-hating. And I do not hate men, but I do hate the patriarchy. And I do hate the oppression of what the patriarchy has created, especially for women. And I think that it is important to note that women are actually far more powerful than society gives us credit for, and more powerful than men. And for those who disagree, you don't. You know deep down that we are not equal in the sense of power. Measures that society and the patriarchy, what they measure to be powerful, are all things that men have control over. And the fact that women are still outperforming men in those same things in less amount of time should tell you everything you need to know. So don't ever say that women are more emotional or uncontrollable or, any of these things where women for some reason lack intelligence or lack control or emotion. The fact is the opposite, because we live with hormones every month that change our entire being. We are used to existing in a way that challenges us constantly. And so we understand that it is not our hormones that control us, but it is a state of mind and the strength you have from within to control that. And so men just consistently live in their hormonal balanced bodies, never truly understanding what it means to experience a different level, a different existence, a different feeling or emotion balance in your body. And so for women, we are constantly balancing, reconfiguring, restoring, renewing. And men could never. And so I say all of this to say, on this full moon tonight, I want to rebalance my energy, connect with myself. I know the chaotic existence that I've been experiencing lately has been my own energy trying to reach out and trying to connect with me. And I have been so disconnected. I think it's time that I find my way, reconnect, and start manifesting. Last night gave me hope. And so tonight on this full moon, and while I say I am not religious or spiritual or any of those things, I am connected, and nature is what connects us. And so in a kind of witchy way, my religion is the world, myself, and being connected. And we as people have lost our way, our connection to our friends, our family, the world. And I think this is the beginning of that changing. And so while I was devastated exactly this time last year, and I am not completely convinced, that things are going to go well as we go on, because the government is going to try and keep power as it is and discredit, disqualify, hurt, potentially 86 people so that they can maintain power. But what I'm going to say is, I think we just proved as people that we have far more power than the few billionaires among us. And I think that is important to remember. And I think it's important to continue to show the people that try to control us and our lives and everything that we are powerful. And, men, you can get involved as well. Please, by all means, speak to your fellow man and try to talk some sense into them, because the bar is low in terms of the quality of men and having not just class, but emotional intelligence, any intelligence. And I'm not trying to shit on men. And if I have to say all men for you to understand that I don't mean all men, then the message is probably for you. But if you're here and you follow me, you already knew that, because not that it's for you, but you knew that about me. You know who I am, and we're here to change the status quo and to fix what should have been a long time ago. And I think it's time for a little feminine power to come into play. And you didn't hear it from me, but I think it's time the patriarchy goes, and it's time for more matriarchal, community-based shift of power. And so I urge you to check out the moon tonight, reconnect your whatever, chakras, whatever you want, your energy, your God, this, manifest and make it so. As you speak it, may it come to be. Things are darkest before dawn, but today is a new dawn, and things are going to get worse. But we have hope, and that is the light we need to keep moving forward. And with that, I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you tonight. Let's look at the moon together. Until next time.